Hey, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Country Conversations with DVD. This is my episode recap of Belle Collective, Season 3, Episode 18. Let's get into it. Oh, in honor of Mother Wendy, how you doing? Okay, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be saying this throughout the video because I need you all to like the video, move me up in the algorithm, and then I won't have to bother you so much about getting on that good Twitter telling y'all don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because you know what I need to move up. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to talk about Latrice and Stormy's crossover interview. I didn't talk about Letitia and Letitia's crossover interview because frankly, my dear, I didn't give a damn. I watched it. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into this episode. This episode wasn't great, but it was fun to me. It was like lighthearted and not too deep and not too much until Monroe came on the scene. Let me tell you this. Now, Marie, I done had your back all the way down to the ground, because I had to even correct Dr. Antoinette on, what happened first season. I was riding with you up until this whole mess with Tam. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And besides all that, not only did I ride with you, I made it clear on the good Twitter when everybody was like, "You're a fraud. You don't have any businesses. This, that, and third, and the fourth." When I knew I had an interview with you, and then you go and have this moment in this episode, I was already teeter-tottering in between not liking you when it first came out about Tam and this abusive dude. Now, mind you, this is long after the time when Tam and I was in school. Me and Tam was in school together in the early 2000s. So I don't know anything about this fella him. Okay, so let me be clear for those of you who Mississippians who think that I'm siding with Tam because of that. No, I don't know this guy. Yeah, okay. Now let me get on down to the review. Just too much. Glenn and Letitia down to the Godfrey still. Shout out to the Godfreys down there on Flowood Drive. Yeah, I was thinking about you there the other day when I took my baby to the doctor. Okay, so anyway, it's one thing they're going to do, right? They're going to shout out Jackson, Mississippi businesses. I love it. Anyway, so they're arguing, and again, Cliff, some kind of way, enters into the conversation of their argument. Well, they're starting off because, Popeye the Sailor Man didn't go down to the boat. Now, nobody is explaining that I heard him say clearly he was headed to the tugboat looking like Popeye the Sailor Man. How Popeye the Sailor Man, he fell out the garbage can. Oh, that's for the old hoe. Anyway, so he was on his way to the boat. Y'all, guys, we have to understand the proximity of Jackson to Nolens. It may be 2 hours, 15 minutes tops, if that. So it wasn't like he had millions of miles to travel from the boat. What happened is the boat docked and really he didn't have any work. That's what I understood. And that happens often when people work on a tugboat. Now, another thing, okay, now he has been on this boat for some years. You cannot tell me that. I had a friend, my neighbor, as a matter of fact, he makes like close to 6 figures. So with Glenn being there for some years, I'm probably assuring that he could at least bring home a couple $100,000 a year. So, I mean, he's not hurting for money. I'm just saying, why people dragging him about his job. I ain't mad at the tugboat driver. Just let me tell you that. But anyway, they get out in the parking lot and act off. Oh, she banging on his car in her Donald Summer outfit. Yeah. Maybe she should have wore that to the 70s barbecue. Well, we're going to talk about that later. But, he is clearly, I could tell. Let me go back to last episode. I could go back to last episode and I could tell this man is clearly jealous of her. Now, again, still people are saying we don't know what she did down to the Enterprise. Now, Marie has told a million times that her brunches are popular. She was a paralegal. She stay-at-home mom. But, we don't know what she do down to the Enterprise. I mean, that's really getting old. Because all of these things that she's, and being an author, I'm not saying it was a 4,000-page book, but I mean, she did drop some nuggets in the book. So let's, give us some slack on that. But anyway, they go back to arguing back and forth. Tisha, I just don't know how to be with you, and especially in the new Tisha. I'm not going to be like Letitia, all submissive and whatnot. You're not going to tell me what to do like Cliff tells her. Now, Tisha, stop it. Stop acting like this is all Cliff's fault. Cliff is a dirty, low-down influence over Glenn. Yes. They have a lot in common. Yes. Misogynistic. Yes. But your problems are your problems. And his are his. And he definitely has them. But in these particular cases that we are seeing of you and Glenn on the show, you can just let that ride, honey. And it's getting old, tired, and bored. Okay. I said what I said. Moving on to the next thing, baby. At JJ. And went down to the predominantly black golf course down there in Jackson. Shout out to the predominantly black golf course in Jackson. Yeah, we got one. Oh, when JJ started here though, oh. But then anyway, they got serious. And Willie started, I'm still tickled. Stop. Willie and JJ started talking about the Bells and, friendships in the group and how, now, JJ, I'm about to get on you because I love you now. But you can also blame Cliff for all the discourse in the Bells' friendships. He got a lot to do with it. Don't get me wrong. That mouth, or whatever come out of his mouth, that we need subtitles to understand. That and his pushiness and bossiness and his misogynistic ways do have a lot to do with some of the issues between the girls. It just is what it is. Because for the simple fact, Latrice is not allowing people to make her see what Cliff is and how he treats her. And that will make anybody uncomfortable. And I don't care if she run around there and don't ever hang out with none of the Bells no more. But Tam, I'm talking to you. Would you sit up there and be down to the golfers like Josh and I think the best friend name is, I forgot her name, the other young lady that she was friends with forever and ever. Her and Josh and Treese are a threesome. So you think that you're gonna be on this show and not give it to Cliff like Josh did? It's no way anyone can sit up there and let that fool come in whatever establishment or whatever it is and just treat her like that. And Tam, I know you need somebody to film with, but you cannot tell me that you are cool with the way Cliff treats that lady. I don't care what nobody say. And that's just woman to woman to woman. Yes. Okay. So anyway, back to the golf course. So Thinking Willie, that's what I call him, Thinking Willie, because he's always thinking. tells JJ he doesn't think Cliff is anybody's friend. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been trying to tell people. God darn it. I've been trying to tell people that he ain't nobody's friend. God darn it. And so he was like, well, with all the tension that's going on in the group, I know what I can do. We serve us some good Southern barbecue. God darn it. And then Willis says, barbecue. Yeah, barbecue. I can do barbecue, even with these Southern people who I look down on sometimes. But I am a great barbecuist, or whatever it is. And he's like, yeah, let's have a barbecue competition, a barbecue off, if you will. Cliff said, no, God darn it, you can't stay, you can't have a barbecue now. Well, I agree. I don't think any no. Shout out to the Southern men that can barbecue. I'm just gonna say, put your best barbecuist, whatever it is, against our best barbecuist or our least best barbecuist. And I can guarantee. Shout out to that good man over there that used to do the Cajun cook. I could guarantee that you will lose. Guarantee. So I don't believe Willis Barbecue can stand up. So the barbecue is set in motion, and let's move right on to the next scene. So here we go. They go down to the Purple Diamond shop. Shout out to the Purple Diamond shop. And Zuri's getting her dance on. So it's going to be the kids versus the parents. And I love when Miss D used to do that down to the brink. So this is that used to be my favorite part of the show. Especially when JJ used to come on the show and do his little dance or whatever. And did that backflip. Child. Shout out to JJ and Gucci. When I say I love their relationship, I love their relationship. You can't stop me from loving their relationship. I do. And I don't think he is up under Selena's thumb anymore. They were high school sweethearts, high school lovers, everything to each other. However, it comes a point in life you have to move on. And I think from the way he talks about Gucci, and nobody sees that on the show. I'm talking about the way he talks about her, like on Instagram. I follow them. Shout out to them, me following them. He seems to admire and love this woman. I don't care what nobody say. He may still have some lingering emotion for Selena. That probably will always be there. However, if she treated him the way I think she treated him allegedly, and the way I know of other people who say she treated him bad, yeah, I know people. Okay, like I said, I lived in Jackson for years. That's no lie. Check my record. I lived over there down to the Terry Road. Then I lived over there down to the Pine Knoll. So this ain't one of those things I'm lying. This is firsthand knowledge. Okay. So anyway, if she treated him the way I heard that she treated him through the streets of Jackson, and the way I know that I believe that she did from a good source. By the way, shout out to my ex, my good friend now. You know, we used to date. Okay. Down there telling me what's still going on. If I think that she treated him the way she treated him back in the day, JJ will be a fool. Do you hear me? To still be in love with that lady. Okay? I said what I said. And like I said, so Gucci and JJ, in my opinion, are not lying on her from what I know that I heard, what I know. Okay? Now, so down to the dance studio. They dancing. Marie getting her A-count on. She's like, ooh. Things ain't doing what they used to do back in the day when I was dancing. No. I can believe that. But I saw Adina down to one of her shows, and honey, she still was working with the Megan knees, honey. Or should I say, Megan is working with Adina knees. Okay. So, here we go. Here comes Lulu. And Zuri is so happy to see her grandmother while Marie is doing her 1-2 step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. She is hugging and loving on her grandmother. Baby, you could say what you want to see. I can see under all of that stress and under all that addicted to drugs, I could see a beautiful woman that was once under there. And Zuri, to me, favors her. Now, I didn't put that on Twitter. I put it in a different way because I didn't want them to be offended thinking that I was saying she looks like her grandmother now. I mean, I can see beautiful features under her grandmother, what used to be there. And Zuri reminds me of what that used to be. Okay, so she's loving on her grandmother, and Lou said, I had to come support. She's like, Mama, what you doing here? Well, I had to come support you, baby. And she said, well, Mama, you didn't support me when I was growing up. I was a little girl, and I had these dance classes. My daddy brought me. And she said, well, thank me, honey, because I gave you to him. You are the millionaire that you are today because I did give you to him, and I wasn't dragging you to the crack houses. Yeah, I think she may be right about that because, baby, when I tell you down there to the Dalton Street, there's some crack houses down there when I was down to the Jackson State. Woo, you can talk about gentrification all you want to. Gentrification was a blessing to Dalton Street. I'm just saying. I had classes down to the old gym on that Dalton Street, baby. I wanted all my friends to walk me to class. And I didn't want to go there alone in the morning. Okay, but I started getting my big girl draws on, and I started doing the walk of fear down there to that old gym. That was a long way away from New Hood. New Hood. Well, I can't think of the name of that. Dormitories. I'm 49. Anyway, so she thanks her, and then she suggests that they go to counseling, and Lula says that she would try it out. And so, Lula gave her as much as she could give her. I think she is struggling. I think she does want to come out from under that addiction, but that addiction has got a hold on her, and it's very sad. But I hope through her inner strength and her mind, I hope her mind overpowers her heart and desire for that good drug. Okay, moving right along. Glenn and Letitia meet again. He says he doesn't know how to be there for her in her new space. Now, that was a real moment. I don't care what anybody say. I keep hearing this all day, acting. But I believe that Glenn is envious of Letitia in her new space. When you have a wife that is what people don't consider a Hollywood beauty, Latrice has that. Latrice and Tam have that outer, Hollywood, what would be kind of accepted there, appearance. But when you have that natural beauty, that down home beauty, that down to earth beauty, like Letitia has, when a man is used to him standing out, because Glenn is flesh, he doesn't know how to take it when that woman comes out from under all of that and becomes a self-made, independent woman. It is what it is. He's used to her being what she was, that stay-at-home mom, opening those glory greens out that can, and not really frying that chicken because she went down there to the that chicken place where you go around the corner and get that chicken at the that crunchy chicken at the gas station in Mississippi. Baby, don't sleep on the gas station chicken in Mississippi because it is fire. But that's what she went to get that chicken, and you ain't telling me no different. And she didn't cut them greens up either. At least I do pull mine out the freezer. She got those greens out that glory can. If she didn't get them out that glory can, she got them out of somebody else's can. Those were definitely not fresh. But that's what he's used to, and that's what he wants her to be, and that's what he wants her to be always. And no, she's not that anymore, especially with her donning that blonde wig these days. But now, mind you, she look beautiful. And so he has an emotional moment, and he pulls the first ring that he ever gave her out of his pocket, And then he told her to put it on. And again, she cries and cries a whole bucket. Now, like I said, I felt her in this moment. And it seems like he was sincere. And he told her she didn't have to put the ring on if she didn't want to. And she said that she was going to put it back on. But if he does one more thing, he's out. Which is a lie. She loved that man. She loved Lil Boosie Jr. Or is he singing? He might be older than Lil Boosie. Oh no, Boosie look like he like 50 something, but I think he like early 30s or something like that. Boosie looked older than me when he was a teenager. I said what I said. Going right along down to the barbecue. So they get to the barbecue and Glenn is Glenning. And so is JJ. And they are the Doublemint twins. Now, when I tweeted that they were the Doublemint twins, I said that before they said it. So I didn't know they were going to say it on the show. But, I got a lot of likes on that tweet, but I had already said that. And Gucci didn't invite Latrice. Gucci. Whew, girl, you know how much I like it. I always have to say I love Gucci because everybody else don't. Okay, not down to the Twitter streets. Now that, baby, I tell you, I follow Gucci and that Michael, whatever the DJ son name is, that thing is on. Do you hear me? On every level. Nice beard, nice twist, nice body, just all of everything. Just sexy. Ooh, too young for me. Keep that in mind. That's a baby. You old enough to be his mama. Okay? Keep him right along. I can't find that. Oh boy. Anyway, so they didn't invite Latrice. Gucci, like I was saying, you wrong. You wrong. She supported you. She let you support her mother at her mother's retirement and other events that you have showed up to that she invited you. And yeah, I appreciate you for going to her events to support. Then one event you said you went there to one up her. So that's a good thing that you go to her events to support her, but that was not a good thing for you not to invite her all together because you have issue with her about that building and then you have issues with her about Cliff. You have issues with Cliff through her because of that situation with Selena. Let's just keep it a buck. You wouldn't have issues with her if JJ didn't have issues with Cliff about Selena. You're backing him and making it look like you're helping JJ, making it look like he still wants Selena. When I really hope that ain't the case. I want him to move her ass. I'm not like everybody else. I don't like Selena. I said what I said. I don't. Because I know what I know. And I know what I know about her. And their personality. Fake and phony. I said what I said. And then people say Gucci fake. Always talking about her teeth. I don't care if them teeth fake or not. They look good on her. And that body is slamming. I said what I said. Oh, that clothes look good on her from head to toe. No matter what she wear. Okay? So, then Marie arrives and she is unthemed. And baby, when I tell you, Big Willie looked at her head and told us, like, I can't stand when people don't follow the thing. By the way, when Willie and Akeisha arrived, when I tell you, Akeisha reminded me so much of my grandmother when my grandmother had her afro. Because my grandmother had sandy red hair and she was about maybe like a half a shade darker than Akeisha. Not that much darker. But I mean, my grandmother, I couldn't hardly even look at it because I'm just sitting there looking at my grandma. But anyway, so Letitia is trying to facilitate some kind of, well, first of all, how did I leave that out? Letitia and Akeisha have the conversation about who was lying about the text message. Let it go, y'all. Y'all dragging this out like a Tyler Perry show. let it go. I'm tired of it. Okay, so we can move on right along from that. So yeah, so she's trying to facilitate peace because Tam comes because she was invited. She comes, she's unthemed, but she was already in the event. Now I like the fact that she was honest about what was going on. Tam, I'm not understanding why they think she's a liar. That's really weird to me. But anyway, so they when she's facilitating the peace, Letitia tells Marie that she owes Tamara an apology. I'm not gonna go through the whole conversation because this is the part that really got up in my crowd space. Period. And I tweeted about it, and Miss Tam retweeted what I said. I said what I said. Here it goes right here. She don't owe you no apology. Zero. And I'm not talking about Tam. I'm talking about Marie. She was like, well, we were wrong for this Letitia, meeting with that man. Wrong for what? I mean, she could have told us what was going on. All she had to do was bring it to the group. Lies. She didn't have to bring anything to the group. She said that the man was abusive, and that's all it should have been. You didn't have to have any conversation with her about that. She said it went down in 2016. So what was the use of bringing that to the show that aired, I believe, in 2018, 2019? Somewhere in there? What did that have to do with anything? Had nothing to do with the show or nothing to do with the Bells. You're acting like this woman is alive, knowing she the hostess with the most and probably hosted some of your events all up and through Jackson. So stop acting like that. I don't owe her nothing. Don't owe her an apology. Ooh, with your ass up on your shoulders, literally and figuratively. What she don't owe you is an apology. Now, I don't know why Letitia tried to bring that up in there, but she shouldn't have. And when she said that old Tam was serious, well, she was like, she don't have to apologize. You better go on, girl. Don't be kissing her ass. She gets up, packs her little bag up, and says, hey, I'm about to chunk them up. I don't need this type of stress right now. And then Keisha's ass is just sitting there. All she had to do was rub Tam on the shoulder, comfort her, and walk her on out of this party because she knows that she is indeed pregnant with a beautiful girl who looks just like Greta. How you doing? Now, I'm going to close for that episode because that was pretty much the end of it. Nobody got any resolution. It is what it is. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about, don't forget to like the video. like. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about that interview with Stormy and Latrice. Like I said, Stormy, I ride with her till the wheels fall out because that is truly my home girl down there in Preston. Okay, Campbell County. I don't know why, again, it disturbs me. The only city that they mention in Mississippi is Jackson. Now, they every now and then will mention some city on the coast or Kosciuszko, and that's only because of Oprah. But the whole city is not called, the whole state is not called Mississippi. Oh, girl, you from Mississippi? I'm from Mississippi. Da-da-da. No, you from Campbell County. She's from Canton. That part. Let me break that down for you. So they sit down, and I love their camaraderie. But let me just give what got up in my crawl space about the Bells, okay? Letitia dropped that letting us know that business that Marie is saying that she runs is actually Essie's business. That business, I'm stroking my hair because I'm not gonna get on camera. Of course, I'm gonna do the pips, but she get on camera, she stroking her hair like she does. Girl, yeah. That ain't. I'm rubbing my hands together too and talking with my hands. Girl, yeah. Because I have to get on camera and get comfortable because she had a little shot down the Stormy house too. So she said the business is actually S's. She dropped that tee, honey. Said the business was S's, that Essie run the business. Essie is the brains behind the business. Essie was the one who was supposed to be the belle. And that may be so. It might be a situation where Essie is ashamed of being in front of the camera, and it might gel together because there is an element that will make Letitia, who put the show together or pitched the show, have picked Essie first because Essie is from Peleachi. See, nobody picked up on that because everybody looking at it like Mississippi and Jackson. See, because I'm from here, I knew that Letitia was also from Peleachi, and I put that together. So she probably did pitch Essie first. Makes plenty of sense. Thank you, Latrice, for dropping that little piece of tea, honey. And don't think I didn't catch it, honey. I called it. And shout out to Stormy and her business again for coming down there from Kemper County. Girl, I need something that has serum, okay? And that, my friends, is the end of this recap, plus a little small snippet of what went down with with Latrice and Stormy, because I had to tie in the part about the bells, honey. So come on in, commercial-free entertainment over here. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for getting me up over 100 subscribers. We are growing. Okay. Now, this is Country Conversation with Diva D. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chuck them up. Deuces. Oh, and one more thing. Shout out to me for remembering this. And I should have said it from the beginning. Also, Latrice tried to downplay what Cliff did to her when he yoked her up and snatched her behind out there restaurant. She said, and she has also called him a Bia. And she probably called him a Bia first. Girl, stop. Bye. It will never, ever be a situation where I am okay with him snatching you up out that restaurant. Now, I don't care what nobody say. And I don't care that Stormy was sitting there uncomfortable thinking to herself like, "Ooh, I wish Courtney would call me a Bia." So, that being, and I know Cliff ain't the type that will go to counseling and fix this mess. He got anger issues, girl. Stop. If you're going to stay with him, stay with him. Just say you're going to stick beside him no matter what. But you don't have to come out here trying to, downplay abuse. Because that's what it was. I said what I said.